Hey, yo, this Rome, your favorite rapper, man. And y'all know the vibes, man. I keep killing y'all niggas, man, with these exclusive Entrepreneur Talk Live interviews, man. And I got a special guest in the building tonight, man. My brother from another, man. My nigga Jay from the Untold, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yo,
yes,
man,
sir.
I'm glad to have you in the building, right? So this is what I normally do. You know, I try to speed my community up on who the person I'm interviewing, you know what I mean? So you can give them a little synopsis of where you come from, your background a little bit,
Okay.
and how you got here on Entrepreneur Talk with Room, your favorite rapper.
Yeah. More home projects in the Germantown, area.
Mm-hmm.
To my left and front, that's my blood cousin. We call him
Yes,
Cuzzo.
sir. Yes,
You know what
sir,
I'm saying? Right
cuz.
here, that's Aura. That's our new artist that we pushing.
Shout out to Aura.
You know what I'm saying? Aura Allure, I'm sorry.
Oh, Aura Allure.
Yeah, so last year around this same time we started the actual show.
Okay.
So some people misconstrue it for a podcast. So we not a show. So I always try to distinguish the two.
Right.
Once you start seeing lights, cameras, actions, and people mic'd up, you consider a show.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, a podcast is an audio experience.
Yeah, exactly.
So
it's not really visual.
Yeah, so we pretty much kicked it off with our first guest on the show was D Jones.
Okay, shout out to D Jones.
And then it was Son of the 215.
Shout out to Son,
but
man.
what really kickstart the whole program was comedian Tommy Too Smooth.
You had Tommy
yes,
on the
sir,
show.
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Tommy, man.
Yeah, no doubt. So it went viral.
Wow.
When he said Michael Jackson whooped Tupac ass. It just went out of here. So from there, we just started building. We had the mayor of Lewisburg. We had the senator. We had my guy Wiz Gamp. You know
Shout
what I'm saying?
Out to Wiz, man.
You know, we had a lot of people, man.
Right.
We had Akon on. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, shout out to Akon. That was the keep it trill, not to cut you off. That was a big deal for Philadelphia.
Right.
Because you figure he could have went anywhere in the world, man.
Yeah.
Traveling from where he was traveling from. So to come and stop here and mess with the media outlets that's here, man, was like you said, didn't even mess with your show.
Right.
That was just some legendary shit for 2025. You know what I mean? Niggas couldn't even the city one, I don't even think they was ready for that. You know what I mean?
Not at all, man. See, they have an A-list celebrity go out into certain parts of Philadelphia and just touch them.
Right.
He ain't even had security.
That's what I'm saying. He was getting out the car, dapping niggas up like on a regular day. That's why I was like, shit, nigga. But again, when you what I say earlier, like when you take care of certain things, you had that armor on. Like so you if you never take it off, it ain't off.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The man is still knew he was the man that's still being Clark Kent, but still, he knew he couldn't play that position as that character.
Right. I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? And that's why I say that's dope. Like he came actually just natural, respected y'all, knew y'all had him. You know, some motherfuckers that come and be like, oh, fuck, I don't need that security.
Yeah. he definitely came dolo. So, let me just give you a full backdrop. You know what I'm saying? Because I kind of just touched on that room with the UN.
Right.
So I shoot films.
Facts.
Music videos and stuff like that. So how does UN came about? My old partner, you know what I'm saying? We was shooting a biopic, documentary type of style.
Facts.
For an old friend that passed away from cancer.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So, as you start interviewing people for the documentary, I fell in love with it.
No, you will. That's what I meant. What I said earlier, that process. Like
exactly.
I don't think until you can fall in love with the process, you really are a professional.
Right.
I think that's a real big part of it. Whether you went to school for it and got a license or, you know what I mean, a trade, or you just actually just tapped into it and it's something that's just coming from the heart. That shit right there, boy, when you fall in love with it, it's like you become a different beast. Like you start seeing things, your eyes, the third eye open up, TV, shit everything look like a visual. You like shit. Everything's that canvas, if that makes sense.
You know that makes sense. And I fell in love with it. You know what I'm saying? Hearing people's stories and like yourself, when you interview people, you get a backdrop of people's lives and accomplishments, their ups and downs and stuff like that.
That's the stories that a lot of times the media don't want to tell. They'll break it, they'll water it down
Right.
And that's why I say I love your show, because you keep the shit authentic. You ask the authentic questions. And that's another thing I love about your show, because you ask those hard questions. I'm not too much a question person, too much far as questions, like a questionnaire. I used to do it, but I stopped because I realized that a lot of people didn't had a life in a category.
Right.
They what is, say it again, and I'm like, you know what? And then I realized, like, okay, let me just have a conversation. Let me talk. Let's just talk.
Right.
And then it made Entrepreneur Talk live just even better, compared to just having great conversations. Like right now, you telling a great story compared to it being ran down in a questionnaire.
Yeah.
That's what we leave you in for, and that's what I love your show for, because you ask these questions but you got history on some of these guys. You know what I'm saying? You done did that deep dive research.
Right.
Where, you know what I mean? You can ask those detailed questions on certain shit I probably wouldn't even know offhand. You know what I mean? Because I'm just going to allow them to tell their fundamentals of what they feel like need to be out there, or they didn't get out there in that atmosphere. You know what I mean?
Right. And then you gotta understand, us guys, we create a safe space. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Facts.
When you create a safe space, it gives people the leeway to open up. You know what I'm saying?
Factory.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
So like I will start my show off with a guest. I might say, hey, welcome to the show.
Right.
And let me get a backdrop of your, who you are, where you from, and things like that.
Facts.
So after I ask that, it turns into a conversation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's not like really no cue and A cards, nothing like that.
So you damn near just like me. Like we kind of go off of energy, and again, it's not hard. You survive some shit. So
right.
I already know, like, you got experience.
Right.
That was another reason why I wanted you on the show too. Not just because of the list, but just because I feel like,
what list you talking about?
The hip hop list is, you know what I mean? The hip hop list.
I like that segment.
Hip hop list. You did. So listen, right before we touch on that, y'all, you feel me, community, before we touch on that, because I know the live gonna be like, they be tweaking, but like, just again, like, I feel like you're a great mind. I think you're a great mind. That. I think you're a great visionist. You know what I mean? A great narrator. You know what I mean? You got that voice for that. And like I said, great film director.
Thank you.
Because like I say, everything you roll out, that shit is flawless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Down to the logo. You know what I mean? It don't get better. It don't get no better than that. Tapping into what you tapped into and said, you know what? I'm gonna go full throttle with this shit.
Right.
This is the next business on the table. You know what I mean? And like I think we need it. We need it because we're a universal city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A lot of times everybody want to sound the same, look the same, but we all not the same. You know what I mean? All of our experiences are different because a lot of us Philadelphians, we get out of the city. So when we tap into these other spots around the world and all this stuff, when we come back, a lot of that should be attached to us.
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We bring a lot of attachment to us. That's why we can kind of go anywhere when people fuck with us. Like, yo, oh shit, a Philly nigga in the building. What's up? Up north. Yeah, what's up? What the fuck you doing down here, nigga? Shit like that. But you know what I mean? Back to what you were saying though, Jack.
Yeah, man. So, starting this show, man, it really gave me the privilege to, hear certain people's stories. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't just interview celebrities and artists and stuff like that. I'll interview Joe Blow.
You did.
Joe Blow, I have a story,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
And, story. That's what make you a great, back to, not to cut you off, back to the great film directing.
Right.
That's where that come in at. That's it. See, in film directing, it ain't no Joe Blow.
Right.
For real. It's amazing stories. It's great content. It's great stories that resonate with the people, resonate with the camera, resonate with what's going on in real time. That's why I fuck with you, because you in real time.
I appreciate
real shit, man. Bro. I got to give you your flowers too. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, I want everybody to know in my community. This is my first time meeting Jay face to face and in person. You know what I'm saying? I done seen his work. I done seen him jump outside and shoot around and run around a little bit. You know what I mean? Like a passionate person and entrepreneur does.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? This shit ain't growing on no trees and it ain't gonna drop out no fucking sky.
Right.
You have to work your work. So explain that part to him a little bit, because like I say, you are an entrepreneur as well.
Yeah. So besides the untold, man, I own a business. I own a commercial cleaning business.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So if you don't see me on the camera doing that,
but you're a boss.
Right.
And that's the whole key back to why my podcast is so great, is because it teaches I always want people to understand in my community the entrepreneurship of it. Like, you can grind your own shit.
That's
you know
a
what I
fact.
mean? If
That's
you believe in it, it starts slow. You can start slow, put a couple dollars to the side, put it into your whatever your goal and your dream is, and just work it. God to do the work, the rest.
Right.
You know what I mean? God is always going to do the rest in anything, you put all your energy in.
Right. That's a fact. And then the thing is, man, you know what I'm saying? What I tell people, man, is, set your goals. You know what I'm saying? Set your goals. But
Facts.
you know what I mean? Execute your goals.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Don't put more on your plate than you can eat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that way, you could, succeed in life.
Yeah,
you know
man.
Because
a lot of people they running, but they running in place.
They running in place. They confuse movement.
But running in place. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, no, nigga, you ain't left. You didn't leave yet, nigga. You didn't take off. The motherfucker shot the gun already, cuz. Pow. You feel me?
No doubt.
And the motherfucker still sitting there like, well, nigga, they running.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
I know it's your show.
No, it's all good, dog.
What made you wanna do this? Because your name is Rome the Rapper.
Everybody say that shit is crazy.
Right. So what made you want to do this in this arena?
Well, again, it's funny because, like I was telling you a little earlier off camera, I had this idea for somebody else. I felt like they had enough people under their belt that they didn't blend it in with, mixed in with, secure, knew they resonated with them.
Right.
They was respected. And I'm like, yo, you know what you should do? Before, if this was to ever end, what's your end goal and what's your back end? And I was just like, yo, you know what? If you need to do this. And it was like, no, I need to get all these people in one room and make a project. And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, just as an artist myself, I'm like, you need some long term.
Right.
Because these people, they watched you long term. You can get them long term. You know what I mean? It ain't got to be something just a body of quick work and then just insert it out there. And then it's like, if it falls on deaf ears, then that's it.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? This is something I think you could keep going. You know what I mean? But then sometimes when you pitch something to somebody, everybody don't have a personality. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's not, their eye is not keen in on what success is when they think that what they living out at that time is success.
Yeah.
I'm looking at it from a different point because I don't feel like I reached success yet. So I'm dotting my I's and crossing my T's like, nigga, listen, nigga, you got a nigga with you that can cover a couple loopholes, nigga. Like, I can fill these loopholes
now, hold up. What do success look like to you?
When you're controlling 98% of what people are seeing and resonating with you. I feel like that's success when you can get that to at least a 98, because somewhere in there you're gonna have to partner with something.
Nah, but you did it 100%. You already controlled it.
You
got them sitting right there. You sitting right here. You got the stuff that you promoting and stuff like that.
Right.
And you got the UN on the show,
bro. But it came 20-something years later. If I could put it in that hindsight.
Okay.
As far as you asking the question you asked. When we was rapping, we thought that the talent shows and all that led to the lane to you can at least get somebody to see you in that success lane.
Right.
But then it came down to me meeting a wise old man, and he hit me with, he just did 100 shows. You know, that's all it is 100 shows. I'm like, huh? He was like, that's like if you shoot 100 videos, if it don't go no, you just got 100 videos.
Right.
So what do that mean?
Right.
You just got 100 videos. I said, I ain't look at it like that.
Yeah.
And that's the first time business really kind of smacked me in my face. Like, oh, what am I not? I'm seeing artistry and talent, and I'm not seeing that the wall that's these walls, these blocks that these roadblocks we keep hitting is because we don't know the business.
Right.
We keep thinking that, okay, the talent, they seen the talent, or they fucking with us. They supposed to take us to another door. But when you learn the business, that's the worst shit you will ever
do. But look, in all fairness, 20 years ago, it was that time.
It was that
now
time.
More, all you gotta do is
like
pop your phone up
and go in. But the average artist don't know that because they think big studio, they think everything's
wrong. The average artists do know that.
Oh, yeah,
they just don't want to spend no
money. That too. But that's what kill them because what's the old saying? They don't even got nothing to do with rap. It take money to make money. That shit been around forever.
Right.
So it's like this is where I get a little disappointed in the youngins because I'm like, you don't gotta be me, but I can still give you a quote that's just I didn't create, but it's there to give you a martyr, to give you a stepping stone to push off from. But then they keep thinking that when you telling them that, it's just something that you want out of them that you need, that they not gonna listen to you offhand. So a lot of times that's why I say I think these platforms that we have, we able to feed that subliminal a lot.
Right.
If it don't hit them and resonate directly first, somewhere they go to sleep, wake up a week, maybe 2 weeks, and that shit will be sitting somewhere in their medulla, and they like, damn, you know what? UN told me, I did an interview with UN, and he said something, and it won't leave me.
But so a lot of the young artists, because I advocate for a lot of the up and coming artists, it's not that they not gonna spend money with you. They don't know how and where to spend money
and when
exactly. So an average artist, if they was to put out a video, got to run some Google ads on that joint.
You do.
If you
don't have a fan base, but this is where it come back down, like even with Cuz, like, you know what I'm saying. Everybody thinks that being heard is the key. The key is being heard, knowing that you put your music in the right business position. So now when it's being heard somewhere, again, your whole thing about being an artist is not to worry. If you're worrying, how can you be an artist? And you can't do multiple things and make music. So I try to tell people, you can when you cut the worrying out. When you cut the worrying out, then you can see the battlefield.
Right.
But a lot of times they come in with the worry, I gotta make it. Oh, I got this shit going on. So everybody's chasing with a non-clear mind. And a lot of times when you start chasing, what that do? That make you want other people to relate to your chase.
Exactly. And they gotta stay off Instagram.
That too. They do. But see, again, the problem with that is because, again, I just told one of my homies today, I said, who is the OGs now? All our grandparents and all that did. I said, so if we watching the YNs die underneath us, who underneath them? The little niggas? The little homies? Who the fuck is up under them? How many generations is up under us that ain't past 18 years old?
I'm gonna be all honest with you, Rome. Not all YNs, but a majority of them is more mature than these old guys. These old guys is still out here running around trying to be bold.
Ways, bro.
They still stuck in 2002 and stuff like that.
I'm gonna tell you, and that shit is sad because, bro, I'm 45.
Okay,
nobody would ever know it. I get it.
We know now.
But you know, I tell them because, like I said, this same time I got a 15-year-old daughter in there.
Okay,
my son just turned 26 yesterday.
Okay,
so it's like you gotta let them know because you know now these fucking girls taller than you. Fucking walk up on you. You be
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Titties about to smack your head off. You like what the fuck?
Yeah.
You gotta ask now though, because we in that world too. You know, any lie can get you locked up because cops is not coming to reside. They coming to send you to the judge and the lawyer. So you know, once you know that game too, that's why I say it's funny. Life is like a monopoly. You're only gonna find success on how much you put into what you putting into your work. You know what I mean? And that's why I feel like success lies in the eye of the beholder, because at the end of the day, nobody can tell you your worth because you only one that's gonna get the fuck up and work the shit.
But look, success is based off of perception.
Perception. When you looking at it,
my ideal of success is, I just want to travel. I want to have enough money to say I want to go there. I want to go there and come home and play with my dog. That's it. That's success.
No, real shit.
You know what I'm saying?
When you able to do that frequently, what I said a minute ago, when you own it, nobody's there to say you can't go. Nobody's there to stop you. Nobody's there to give you a figment of their imagination where Jay, you shouldn't go because this is going on. What the fuck is that? Jay is out of here. You know what I'm saying? You in is about to touch another soil. We not playing. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, we got one life. And a lot of people think that this shit is forever. And it's like, bro, who are you to tell somebody else what not to live out if it's positive?
Right.
Let that motherfucker live.
Right.
Go help somebody. Go put $1 something in a homeless person's cup. If you just that miserable, you know what I mean? Right. Find a way. But get off stopping other people from living out their blessings, even if they're giving themselves one. That might be that person's people. They might have fucking struggled for 5 years straight. You don't know that. But that's the fucked up thing about perception and perspective.
Right.
People will get the perspective fucked up with the perception and then be thinking, oh, Jay got it. Why the bro, Jay still got it, bro. You forgot about reality. Jay got a crib, nigga. Got a car note, fucking tags on the back, nigga, and short motherfucker. But people forget reality when they think that's why I say success is crazy to the masses because it looks like it's a playground.
But most don't. That's what I'm saying. Most don't forget the reality. They don't care about your reality.
Right. That's why they never get to success. That's why they sit on the other end, mad and pissed off, worrying and miserable.
Right.
Instead of just coming over and actually saying, bro, do I got to go get 10 niggas to back me up? I shouldn't have to do that. I made it over the line. So if I come back over that motherfucker, why would I need to lie to you?
Right.
I know how to go back over the motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Now, if I'm telling you it's water over there, I ain't saying you niggas got to drink it. But I'm telling you, it's a spring over that motherfucker and it's dripping water. I didn't put it there.
Right.
Why wouldn't you say, you know what? All right, well, you know what? Fuck it, let me go see. But most people will be like, you are lying. But that's the perception of how they think your success is. And that's the sad part on why we can't damn near share none of this shit. We share it, but we only can share it in this. You know what I love about the platform? I'm able to share that knowledge in this way compared to rapping. And then they idolizing. And then anything that come out my mouth, they attach it to TV and hip hop artists and the lifestyle. And then I'll be like, oh my God, these niggas don't know I'm human just like them because the air ain't gonna stop pumping, nigga, because I say I'm a rapper. And that's why people are like, what makes you call yourself your favorite rapper? I say because when I get around people, I allow people to be human. And I put people in position that allow me to be human. By the time I leave you, if you never heard of rap, I'm gonna be your favorite homie or your guy. Like, what the fuck we're wrong, but that's a good nigga. Then when you go listen to the music, you like, oh, this nigga fire. But I ain't nowhere bragging and boasting about it where niggas can go out and be chanting. I don't want the idol worship. I don't want that shit. That's not why I make music. I make music to touch people's soul. I'm a spokesman for the hood and the ghetto, and I always wanted to be that. When I realized that, okay, if I don't ever reach the stars, when am I down here?
Right.
Can't nobody tell me, so I gotta be something down here. I could be that star down here.
Right. Let me ask you something. You still want to be bold?
Be honest. No, to keep it real with you.
Come on, bro.
No, I'm keeping it real. Honest. No, I actually love what Cuz said. I love actually throwing my aura on somebody else. Like I tell everybody, like I get a lot of people that hit me and be like, "Can you manage me?" I'll be like, "I ignore you, but I can't manage."
Look, hold up, wrong. In that arena, right? This is one room, right? Your name is called Rome the favorite, your favorite rapper, right? You used to do music.
Still do it.
But to be brutally honest,
do I want to actually be in a position of competition? And
no. I'm talking about, do you still want to be bold in that realm, artist wise?
Hell yeah, I think
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
I feel like I am that boy in that room. You know why I say that? Because I'm gonna tell you why I feel like I'm gonna always be that guy in that room. Because at the end, when the rap and all that, let's say you put 20 niggas in a room,
okay.
When everybody get tired, and somebody say, and the engineer sitting there saying, well, all right, everybody freestyled out and everybody was just battling each other and all that. Can somebody make a song? I'm gonna be that nigga that's gonna go right in there and make a motherfucking song. And that's what's going to always separate me from everybody else. Not saying other niggas can't make songs, but a lot of niggas love what made them who they are.
Right.
I got music that made me who I am. So when niggas say hip hop, that's me. I'm that guy. I'm your favorite rapper in any of that field. If you just say music, nigga, call on me. Put a microphone there, nigga, and I'm gonna make something happen because I'm music. I'm an artist. Yeah. I'm an entertainer. I'm not, even though it's rapper.
Nah, but say that shit, but you only not explain yourself.
You feel what I'm saying?
So when we step in the room, we win.
Yeah, we in.
Self-explanatory. Yeah, we in. We don't need gotta say what we do. Just recognize.
Yeah, we in. Like we in. And I'm a guy, like if we was to walk in any room, just say that's oddly, like if we just left here and went somewhere,
right?
And some shit came off. Oh, I'm in it.
Yeah.
You gonna look over at me. I'm gonna look at you like, hey, you. Yeah. All right, this is and that's where people say, why did you name? For that reason right there.
Right.
To force myself, to put myself in position to know if I am who I say I am.
Okay.
That's the best challenge in the world, man. You know what I mean? To go somewhere, and I think that's why I'm able to move in these rooms and I don't get starstruck. I don't be caring. It'd be more like, can I get the story? Can I get a great interview? Like you said earlier, can I get a great interview?
Right.
Because that's what I'm searching for, great content, not just content just to put in people's face. I want real stories, real life, real lifestyle, pain, positivity, overcoming things, because I think that's what our youth need more. We can show them a bunch of etc. shit.
Right.
But can we show them really what they don't get to see on the day-to-day? And I think that's where they lost hope at, because we talk it, but they don't experience it a lot of times. They got to go through it. They don't really get to see us going through it. So they like, hey, you said you was in jail, but nigga, I wasn't in jail with you.
But listen, and I'm glad you said that, because here's the thing, man. A lot of the older artists, and I'm just going to marginalize it to Philadelphia. A lot of the older artists or the older people that was in position, they're not passing, not even necessarily the torch to the young guys. They're not passing a plug.
It's enough. Nobody.
You think
nobody
what I'm saying?
Gets it. It took me 20 plus years. It took COVID to happen for me to end up with this. And like I said, it's funny. I'm gonna just tell you this, and then we're gonna go right back into you, because this is about you. I wake up 5 o'clock. I'm Ubering.
Okay.
I wake up every day at 4 o'clock. Get ready to take me an hour, and then I leave out at 5. This one morning, I'm like, my nerves was bad. It was raining outside. I'm like, I want to go out this motherfucker ride in the rain. I go on live. Who on live? D from Rough Riders.
Yo.
So I'm like, something said, my spirit just was like, nigga, hit the joint. I hit the joint. I turn around, look down, and roll my L, look back up. He beaming me in. I see the circle joint. I said, I damn near dropped the weed. I said, oh shit. What the oh shit. Get myself together real quick. He beaming. He like, that's the guy I wanted to talk to. I'm like, who? He like, you. He said, I've been watching you for a minute. Radio station, I've been watching. I like your grind.
Right.
Need you to come out to New York and do an interview. I just start screen recording the motherfucker, like. And my screen recording wasn't normally picking up my audio, but for some apparent reason, it picked the audio up that day for me and him.
Yeah.
And I let him know, like, at the end of the joint, we was on the joint for like maybe 45 fucking minutes, bro. I made this shit getting up there. I'm like, yo, I screen recorded this joint. Can I put it up? He was like, go ahead. I put this shit up, nigga, and wound up falling asleep because I was already tired, didn't want to go out anyway. By the time we got finished talking, I was so happy that shit just put me down.
Right.
I wake up like 12 in the afternoon and shit, bro, and Instagram going bananas.
Right.
Everybody on the motherfucker. How you get that? How the fuck you go on there with him? Everybody, I'm like, so what I'm saying is, I tell people, man, God did this. This God, God did it. I don't know if it was because of the work I did and niggas left me on the sidewalk. And God said, I got a plate for you.
Yeah.
Even though they think that the connects you made, the pictures, the videographer work you felt for niggas and blah, blah, blah. Even though niggas, I saw you.
Right.
And that's where I think that's where success lies, when you can start catching those things in the essence of life. I think that's when maturity, wisdom, and you start putting those things together, drive, dedication, determination. That's when you start seeing that, like what you say, this, when it's time to make a change, and I got to do this.
Yeah.
You put you in right in front of everybody's face, and you came in hard.
Exactly. one thing about God, you know what I mean? God is gonna bless you. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta make room for your blessing.
There you go.
So that's it. I'm gonna give you a logical explanation. So if you got God, you know, you got your crib, right? You want to make room in that crib because He's gonna bless you with the furniture. You gotta make room for.
You know what I tell people? I'm glad you're saying that. I'm gonna add to that. You gotta make room for Him.
Yeah.
You gotta. If He want to lay around the whole, you gotta make room for Him. You feel me? Like, because once you make room for Him, He goes before you. You know, and I tell people this, they be like, well, when you went to prison, Rome, it wasn't until I grabbed the hold of Him again. Like I was, that's why I say I know what worry can do to you when you lose. You know, people don't know how people lose themselves. Is when that worry compel them.
Right.
And they don't have no more room to put it nowhere. Like they can't get it off them. They just, and then they get caught up in a space. So they close their eyes, they can't get out of it. And I tell people, I went through that. I had to cry myself out of that. And when I weep myself out of that, because I was fighting it, because I got so much love in me, I'm like, I'm posted. This can't kill me. And so now when they say, you know, what don't kill you make you stronger, when that strength started piling up in me, I said, you wouldn't do, I done been through too much for this to be the exit. I survived so many exits. This ain't that. And when I realized that wasn't the exit, it was something He was trying to show me. And I grabbed on the hold of Him because He had to show me.
Right.
I wasn't going to see it until I grabbed on to Him. Once He showed me, He walked me out of that prison. But I tell people, you know what I'm saying? And Cuzzo, he was there for the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole shit, only nigga that wrote me, you know, it's a lot of shit going on, but just imagine he the only one that wrote me. And you know, you hear your name. It's crazy because even in prison, man, you that long you can have cellmates, but getting something from a family member or something from home, man, that should be like food. It be golden.
Right.
That letter came in. They like, yeah, Clan, you got a letter. You feel like God's got to send somebody. You know what I'm saying? God got to show face, and He does. You know what I mean? And that's why I tell people,
allow you to appreciate the little things. With being incarcerated. I've never been incarcerated, but
that was my first time, bro.
Cousin was incarcerated, so I know, like, just to see a letter, some money on your books,
bro, man, just answering the phone, bro.
Yeah,
because I'm gonna tell you, like, if you go, that's imagine, right? 1 day, 2 days will fuck you up. Imagine a week,
right.
Then the weekend make it even seem like it's a whole nother week because the weekend be long as fuck. Because you know, games on, CEOs, they don't give a fuck. They, you know what I'm saying? They might put one motherfucker on the block. Then they got one side out, now your side in.
Right.
You know, all that shit, you know what I mean? But I'm gonna tell you why God put me through that. Because it was easy because I got a great scale of knowledge. But everybody around me went to prison and they were, you know, think is making their fictitious stories up, adding they extra content. You know, I don't know I'm going with the bullshit. And then you think as an artist, you can rap about something, but you really have to experience. There's nothing what you think it is on the outside. But I tell people it's more scarier on the outside than it sometimes is in the inside, depending on what the fuck you in there for and what type of respect you get. You know what I mean? You gotta earn everything. You stay to yourself. I went to the yard twice. And because again, you can't sit in your cell to the point where niggas like, you coming out, nigga? You a man? Like, cuz no. You gonna have to come out that hole, nigga. And I went out there and seen some shit both times and was just like, this ain't for me. This ain't home.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then, like I said, you start, you know. But look, what's crazy is what saved me in there was music. Like I only had to rap one time. I had some niggas approach me.
You was battle rapping in there?
I ain't even battle rap. That's the funny part. I ain't even battle rap. But I must look like a rap. You know, some people say some niggas is born. You look like who you are, right? So some Puerto Rican boys walk up on me like, you look like a rapper, man. You rap? I'm like, yeah, but I was so out of it at the time. I couldn't even remember half my shit. But I remember this one. I had a song called Michael Jackson. And I put it like this. I took the whole Thriller video and turned it into a rap. So everything he was singing and doing, I turned his movements, like the dance and all that, I just took it into a rap. I'm talking this rap shit like, yeah, I'm moonwalking on the track. I'm just going in on some Michael Jackson shit. So I remember the first verse, spit that shit. Them niggas was like, yeah, this nigga can rap. And them niggas just walked off. Like they ain't never asked me again to fucking rap. Motherfuckers was like, this nigga, yeah, it's too much. This motherfucker got it. Michael Jackson. I put them niggas in, but again, I rap visuals. So niggas was just like, this nigga moonwalking. What the fuck? He got the glove on. Them niggas walked up.
Get a load of me.
I loaded them niggas up with a Uzi, bro, with that verse. You know what I mean? But it was just like, I thank God at times because I say, damn. But then another thing that saved me from it is, because I was, like I said, I was wrongfully accused. Went down wrongfully accused. I did 3.5 months.
Okay.
And CFC, then they sent me to the House of Correction and shit. But like I said, when I had the charges I had on me was detrimental. If that shit wasn't a lie, I was gone. I was out of here forever, nigga. I was under the jail.
Right.
And, just imagine you being, I tell everybody, I even told them niggas in there, and it's funny because everybody that was in the jail looked at me and was like, just imagine being somewhere and everybody, it's like the Twilight Zone, everybody looking at me like, well, I feel like you ain't supposed to be here, cuz. Some niggas are just walking past me like, what's your name? I'm like, wrong, nigga. You ain't supposed to be here, cuz. You good? I don't know you niggas. You know what I mean? So, but I'm still catching the glitch of what they're saying.
Right.
Like, they keep telling me I'm supposed to be here. And that's, like I said, that was part of the awakening of not getting caught up in prison and just thinking that you're done. Like, you would start thinking you done, bro. I seen a nigga come in there. He tried to, bro, you really want to escape. You'll start thinking about escape. Yo, bro, like I said, your mind will go in so many different places. If you're not a strong-willed person, you're done.
That's a fact.
You're done.
That's a fact, man. That's why I always promote, men, because men, we got testosterone.
Right.
So, we could be aggressive, you know what I'm saying? So I always promote walking away from a situation.
You have to.
Because don't nobody want to go to prison and somebody telling you what you can and you cannot do.
Bro, let me tell you something. Being locked, bro. My hand, all this shit got cut off, right? So when they put me in the box, they chained me in the box.
Your hand got cut off?
Yeah, this joint got cut off and all. They had to put this, but I ain't, my shit.
Oh,
I ain't even, yeah.
So
at 25. So
okay.
20 something years ago. But make a long story short, the way they chained me up, they hit me with the box joint, shit around the waist, ankles, run the chain up, hit the box joint. I'm like, what the fuck?
It was a menace?
Man, nigga, I don't know what we was in, but they hit us with the box. So somebody behind me like, yeah, it's like, inmate made this shit. Like, I'm like, what? I'm learning all types of shit. I'm learning that the food is already in the prison. I'm learning that the Bushes done made food. It's food in niggas, animal presidents, animal names. Bro, the shit is off the hook. And then I met this, like I said, it's crazy because I'm sitting next to a nigga here, Golden Glove. He was a Golden Glove. This nigga had the Golden Gloves tatted on his hand and when he won the shit.
Okay.
But somebody must have slipped the nigga a Mickey because the nigga was off. He was on his shit like, I should beat this. And I'm like, I'm sitting next to the nigga. I'm chained to the nigga. I'm like, I look over at him. He just talking to us something. I can hear him trying to. That's crazy. My shit is crazy. Like let's put it like this. I had 3 scenarios in there where I had a nigga confess to me. I got Jesus tatted on my arm. I ain't saying, I'm all Christian, but I believe in sacrifice and all like that. But I had a nigga look at my arm and was like,
he said, I'm all Christian.
Because I don't believe in the Christian. I always separated myself from that. I never attached him to that. Because I never knew what that was. Even as a child, I used to ask the people and they was just like, oh, shut up. And so if y'all can't answer, what the fuck are y'all doing? So when I caught that at 7 and 8, I'm like, I just didn't fuck with church.
Right.
But I believed in the sacrifice that somebody died for us. That was personal to me as I'm like, okay, damn, somebody died. Just imagine learning about death, but you don't want to die. You ain't dead. Somebody died for us. Why wouldn't you believe that? You know what I mean? Why wouldn't that be believable? You know what I mean? So I just always took that and rolled that concept like,
got you.
Not too much it's just more like if somebody did sacrifice themselves for you, wouldn't you respect that person? you will take care of their family, or you will find their kids, or whoever. You will always and ever be indebted into that somebody helped you live. So that's how I always looked at that concept of that story. A lot of shit be like I'd be like, it don't even, like, again, people like us like we got an open mind, but we intellectual at times too. We know what's kind of faulty and what's dull compared to some shit where you like, that shit really happened. Them niggas really clapping niggas. He ain't playing. We gotta get the fuck out of here, Jack. Shut the fuck up. We gonna slide up out of here though. You know what I mean? So it's just like I said, I always had a keen ear and keen eye on a lot of things.
Okay.
And had a crazy discernment. I can get around. I'm an Aries, so I can get around. I'm a leader. I'm headstrong. I jump into some shit fast, but at the end of the day, I know how to get the fuck up out of it because I know it's some shit I'm jumping into.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? But at the same time, you know, to certain people it's dangerous. But I tell people, somebody got to find out what's going on in the room.
Right.
And if you niggas ain't gonna be the niggas, then I don't know. But I need to know because I ain't gonna sleep tonight knowing that we just walked off and we don't know shit.
Mm.
So now we just gonna hypothesize ourselves the fuck out, make up some bullshit with ourselves to make it seem like that's why we walked away. No, nigga, you niggas just gave up. I ain't giving up. I'm going through the door, nigga.
Right.
And I think that's what make me your favorite rapper. So a lot of people, like I say, once they meet me, they understand, like, okay, that shit, your motto for your music. That's it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was something different because people had, I want to be the king and I'm the greatest. And I'm like, I just want to be somebody's favorite one day. And I'm like, and then I heard the song, I heard motherfuckers saying, fuck your favorite rapper. So I'm running around asking people, well, who the fuck is nigga's favorite rapper? Niggas like, I don't know. I'm like, all right, well, fuck it. Yeah. I'm your favorite rapper, nigga. Put me on the spot.
Well, who's your favorite rapper in Philly?
They keep it trill. So if we going old, so I got 3 categories. So I got my OGs.
Okay.
I got the my generation.
Okay.
And then I got the our core generation, kind of our young one. I hate saying young niggas. You know what I mean? Our young men. You know what I mean?
Okay.
We our young men underneath us. So, of course, Freezer.
That's the top.
Yeah.
Is you going in order?
Yeah, I'm going in order. This is the OGs.
Okay.
So, I'm gonna give you 5 for each. So I got Freezer.
Okay.
I got Beans. I got Bahamadia. I got Jade.
A lot of people don't give Bahamadia.
Yeah, they don't. They don't. I got Jade. That's my 2 females.
Miss Jade.
Yeah, Miss
right?
Jade.
Okay.
Yep. That's my 2 females. I got Cass. And shit, EST. I'm a big. I ain't gonna lie. I'm a big fan of Young Chris. You know what I mean? I'm gonna put Chris in there. I'm gonna throw Chris in there because they're part of state property.
Okay, that's a little over 6.
Yeah. I think it was like 6. I think I threw Cass in there on the 8.
Now, is they your favorite artist from Philadelphia today?
Yeah, they like my favorite. Like if I had to go tap into some like I know I can go online and see them doing something,
right?
Jumping in their bag, and it ain't just dumb, you know what I mean? But just like if you just had to, if I'm out of town and I just had to give you a great 5, that's what I'm gonna get. I think people will resonate with, and still is like still trap. You know, they still trapping, they still moving around, they still cats still catching battles and still putting music out. That motherfucker might put 50 songs out. Just singles, but he'd just put them out. You know what I mean? So I know the catalog has got to be longer than a mother.
Do you like Cassidy as an artist or as a battle rapper?
I don't want to be biased because I kind of been in both situations with him. So I kind of like him in both. I kind of know he's dedicated in both. He's passionate in both. I don't think a lot of people get to see the passion of him when he's doing his music. Compared to them seeing him battle rapping and seeing it up and all that excitement through that, they don't get to see his creative side actually in the booth. He's crazy with it. I think that's why Rough Riders and them signed him when he was.
But you basing off his old body.
No, I'm just saying him. Period. Like nobody ever got to. I don't think nobody really got to see that side of Cat. Right. They heard the shit on the radio or whatever the law. Right. And then when he got in this accident, and then when he left the label, I don't think. Again, just think about that time. How old was these
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now niggas was young.
Yeah.
So and again, I think with our platforms, it get a chance for people to see who we are, Jay. Mm-hmm. So let's say if you dropped a UN compilation at the end because you had artists on your joint.
Right.
People know who you are to understand why you're doing it.
Right.
Compared to you just doing it out of nowhere. Niggas like, who the fuck is he? That's the only thing that's gonna stop the traction of that. They don't know who the fuck you are to be feeling like they purchasing your shit. Well, who's Jay? But when they get to resonate with you and know you for the culture, you want to present something for the culture, you're giving something. You understand what I'm saying? Right, I think that resonates with the masses a little bit more because they know, like, okay, they can believe in you.
I gotta correct you.
Okay,
not for the culture, bro.
Well,
so reason why I say I'm not for the culture because every 5 to 6 years the culture change. You dig what I'm saying? So
but you know what's so crazy? I normally ask on the podcast where you think you're gonna be in the next 5 years. So do you know? So do you believe in that? Everything takes about 5 years. You know, if you could make it 5 years with something, because they say in marriage, if you can make it 5 years through marriage, then y'all have a successful marriage.
I mean, that's the traditional talk, but it depends on, the best experience is the experience.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? The reason why I say I'm not for the culture, I'm for the purpose.
You from the purpose.
You know what I'm saying?
I like that. That's much better.
The culture changes. The purpose
it can
never
change
change.
Tomorrow.
The purpose never changes.
Nope.
You know what I'm saying?
And that's also what you bring into that purpose.
Right.
So you know what I mean? Because you're also molding it.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So you're absolutely right. You're absolutely
right.
And
then, in this era, I believe that, because this is a young person's sport.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like me trying to still play football, basketball and stuff.
I said that shit to me one day too. So you gonna get your old ass broke.
Exactly. I don't stand a chance with the youngins. For one, they swift on their feet.
For one, they trying to do some shit to hurt you. Nigga, how about that? Yeah, we had the moral a little bit. We knew we was gonna get broke the fuck up.
This is a young person's sport.
It is.
Not saying that people that's over 25 or 30
pass the torch. You have to. You have to show that the same belief people had in you, you gotta be able to enlighten. It was a saying when I was growing up, the kids are the future. So it's like if you don't have if you're interested in who's gonna come after us, what's the whole purpose?
Right. But that's the thing. They don't pass the plug. So when you got artists that's out here that's trying, you know what I'm saying? Not the artists that just hop off the stoop and they say, yo, I want to be a rapper or singer and this like that. I'm talking about somebody that's actually investing into their craft.
Right.
Because going to the studio, spending studio time, that costs money. It's not like back in the day where studio time could have been $20, $25. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
That shit like $80 an hour, some shit or be.
Exactly. But now we in a different era where you can create your own studio from the comfort of your home.
Right. But that's what I'm saying when I say, if they listen to let's say some of us, not saying they not, but if we can get the majority to listen to that and show them, and like you said, just a minute ago, they're not passing enough and they're not even showing enough. Again, when I just say, so nobody gets to see, so everybody's still going into it. Everybody like, why these artists going into it? They don't even know one way because we ain't showed them, nigga, that it's other ways because a lot of y'all was attached to this shit.
Yeah.
So now that y'all breaking free, school your youth.
Man, get these old dudes out the way.
School the youth for real. You know what I'm saying? Yo.
Like here's the thing, and I don't mean it.
No, I'm not even knocking.
Yeah. I don't mean it in a malice way. That's just like this.
Because I don't mind being in service. Yeah. That's what I am now. Yeah.
So that's just like this. If I had the plug for all these years, right? I had the plug for all these years, and I still got the plug. But I know that young dude, that young chick that's over there, if they go past me, if I connect them with the plug, they're going to no longer need me.
And that's the whole purpose. We're not holding hands. That's one of my mottos. Yeah. So I'm not, that's why I said, I don't mind. That's why I had to change my joint from entrepreneur to product and services. Everybody said, well, why you do? I said, because I have a product. Okay. And I don't mind servicing.
Okay.
Even though I'm a hip hop artist and all that, that's part of me. But at the same time, I don't mind sharing. I'm not going to be here forever. So at the end of the day, knowing that, what am I holding on the information for?
Right.
And I'm not scared to give anybody anything. I'm not scared to share anything because you're not taking away from me doing that. If anything, if this is a marathon, I'm trying to pass you the baton.
Right.
And that means you're in front of me if I'm passing it.
Listen, man, you gotta put people on. One thing that I'm not stingy with information.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
If these up and coming artists they got the proper information.
They do. They do.
It's in their fingertips. It's right here.
Right in the phone.
It's right here.
Right in the phone.
But it all goes down to, is you willing to invest in yourself?
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? So if you out here, I got studio time over here, boom, boom. That's cool and dandy because all you need is 3 songs.
That's it.
All you need is 3 songs. Put this phone on to you, and you done.
And you done.
Listen, this device right here,
facts.
It done cut 75 to 80% videographer.
It does. It did.
So if I go and say, yo, yeah, man, I'm a videographer, I can do this, boom, boom, boom. They don't need me.
Real shit.
They don't need me.
Real shit.
Now, if it's like a Benny Boom, you don't need Benny Boom, but you need the look.
You need the look.
You need the look.
And how you get that? Do something with him.
Yeah.
And watch how he creates. And that's what I say, patience. Sometimes they need the patience.
Right.
It's a lot of artist development that should be, again, I think
artist development is needed.
It's needed. And I think the industry sucked the blood out of that portion because it's like, God damn, that's when we knew it became a money scheme, because it was just like, y'all killed that. Y'all kind of killed the A&Rs trying to keep money in their pockets because they don't know when y'all ain't gonna even just want the artist. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it got so messy in there. And that's why I always go back to just telling everybody, if you got the opportunity to be an independent artist, just build your fan base up. And how do you do that? I'm going to keep it real. Why did I put them 11 albums out?
Put 11 albums out.
11 albums out last year. I put an album out every month. Just put an album out because I had it in me. Like I told you, I was going for the Guinness. Okay. But at the same time, I was going for that Guinness. And something that I felt like was never, who ever done it here? Nobody. On a music tip. So that's why I said, when I started realizing that it was other realms to this shit, I said, oh damn, we looking at this shit one way. These motherfuckers is making money. It's shit all over the place.
Right.
You know what I mean? So this is entertainment. We thinking that this is just us, and it's not. It's a whole, like you said, it ain't even a culture. It's a whole motherfucking world.
It is.
You know what I mean? You can't even bottle it down to the word culture.
Right.
We dead wrong. I'm dead wrong for even saying it now, looking at it in the perspective that you just gave me. This is but I said it earlier, universal.
Yeah. But for me, I just deal with logic and common sense.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like all this stuff, these traditions that the older people pass down, they want to make that law and rules to live by. But really, with these up and coming artists, what they got to do is just stay consistent.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not even about the quality anymore. Nobody care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People not even looking at a full music video.
They not. That's why I said when old head hit me with, you about to do 10 again, and you just want to have 110. I'm like, right. He said if you ain't get grabbed off the first 2, then what the other 8 meant?
It means nothing.
Yeah, nothing. So and that's when I said, and when I slowed down, and that's what I said, when everybody can pull back on that and see the bigger picture, I see you'll start moving. Your music can start feeling good to you again.
Right.
Y'all putting so much energy in everything else, you ain't even getting the music done, and then you wonder why you ain't happy.
But then again, this industry is overlapped with too much access to so many artists' music.
It is.
You got Spotify, you got Tidal, you got Apple Music, you got YouTube Music. You know what I'm saying? So it's an artist that drop every day. Every day. So back in the day,
you asked me why I dropped 11 last year.
That's why. That's why. So the game shift years ago. Before it was you drop a single.
Yeah.
Then you drop the music video. Then anticipate the album. Now it's backwards.
It is.
We want to see who you are, how many pictures you got, your personal life. Then, if it's good enough, we'll go to a video. And maybe.
Yep.
Then we'll probably go to your music.
And that's all based off what? What people don't understand is once they cut that marketing money, they had to go backwards because they ain't putting no money in for, they're not going to put you in an ad to make people like you to sell the record. Compared to now, they like, we got to just throw this nigga out there because we ain't spending no marketing money. See if they like him. But this like, damn, you just gonna bet. But this is, and this is where them 360 deals was fucked up because it controls half your likeness. It's taking, you get paid off your.
I like the 360 deal. Look, let me put you on. So the 360 deal is this, right? Pretty much, I give you this amount, right? Mm-hmm. In order for me to feel comfortable and guarantee that amount that I gave you is going to guarantee me a back end on my return. Mm-hmm. I want your merch. I want your YouTube joint. I want the album sales, the ticket sales, and all that. That's guaranteed. That listen.
That's only if they give you something. Now, when I got mine, they didn't give me no advance.
Who you got signed to?
Universal. Okay. So what happened was they joint wasn't an advance.
Was a budget?
It was no, it wasn't even a budget. It was straight like we going to insert you. We going to put you in there in our artist. When they put me on the line, everything had my.
That's why you did the 11 albums.
Because it was just like, but it's just the thing. They got a single out of it. Like you said, I did all the work.
Okay.
And then he charged me an extra $2,500 on that to sign the contract and all that. And I made sure. But what I did.
So what was that, like a dollar for dollar deal?
I don't know. Put it like this: I got bamboozled by one of their artists. He stole all their contracts or whatever, and then he was going out, left the city, left New York, ran back to B-More, and was just signing niggas. So he happened to catch me in the loop. And by the graces of God, one of the A&Rs that was from the label that was looking for him happened to come across with me on MySpace because I was popping.
MySpace.
I missed that motherfucker because you was able to see the brackets and see where you.
But not only that, people don't even realize they was coders.
Shit is crazy.
They don't even realize that they was coders. Remember, you could customize your playlist, your backdrop.
All that. I had got somebody to make me like that's what I'm saying. Like that's what made me fall in love with the process. Because let's imagine having to turn your page into like a website and motherfuckers don't understand if you was able to tap into that, you realize like, oh, shit's a business. I got a header, nigga. And that's what I'm telling niggas, but a lot of people ain't catch it because it went over to Facebook so fast and niggas started dating motherfuckers and thinking they could predict. Motherfuckers weren't looking at the point of view of you can use Facebook as the same shit. When they opened that shit up to put low MP3s and all that, and I went up there and loaded. I was fucking Facebook up. Then Reverb Nation came out, and I went over there, and you was able to link that. What you say, the embed? I was able to embed my Reverb Nation page in my MySpace.
It was dope.
It was dope.
I mean, and then here's the thing. It did the game did shift, but it shift for the best. Now we're not talking about streams. That's a different
that's a different
conversation.
Yeah, that's
but what people don't understand is that TikTok, Facebook, I'm talking about today. TikTok, Facebook, IG, and whatever. And now YouTube is getting into it. It's based off of your interactions. It's an engagement platform. Yep. So what people don't know is that when you post something and then somebody say something in the comments, like it, share it. Things like this. Because that way you get caught up in the algorithm. Yep.
That's what people don't be understanding. They don't be engaged. And I'm like, yo, you gotta do your comments. Like if you talk to someone, cuz you're gonna like it. He be like, he's sitting right next to me. Like, you still gonna be like, nigga, I need you to like it.
Yeah, especially if it's your fault.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, but at the beginning, I'm just even schooling him on it. This is how this worked.
Right.
It was an app for like. Y'all forgot about that.
Yeah.
The app was made for you to hit the. That's why when people be like, I remember when they first made the like button, the heart, they thought that we was sending out hearts. I'm like, nigga, I didn't. If they put a fucking L there, nigga, you slow. We not the ones making the fucking emojis on the fucking app, nigga. Like, cut it out.
Nah, it's just, and like I said, man, it changed for the best. Most people are, living under a rock, so they can't adapt to it. Bro. But they're not wrong because people are still, they still like the traditional way.
And they still learning themselves.
Exactly.
We can't force nothing. I can't make you know something when you don't even know you're learning yourself.
Right.
I can tell you that's training wheels all day long, but if you scared to ride the bike any fucking way, the training wheels ain't gonna matter. You don't want to get on the bike.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's why, like you said, we work on logic and understanding and shit like that. You know what I mean? But I think that's why God gave us platforms, because we need people like us. And like I say, what I couldn't get the people to understand, even just to say through music, people was able to get a chance through the platform to see my personality and see like, oh, well, good. Like I say, Roman, great. If you know what great men look like, because like I tell people, we can't define it because everybody got to be their own man.
Right.
So it's really, people like, what's the definition for a man? I can't tell you that. I only can tell you what type of man I love that I am.
Right.
You know what I mean? And what type of man I don't adjust with.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Because I can't even hate on the people that I don't like saying I don't like people. I don't know you. That's my thought. If we ain't grow up in the sandbox, I'm not gonna learn nothing in 5 minutes about you to make me just the happiest nigga with you if I think you made me feel some type of way.
Yeah.
But at the same time, even if you did and I'm still humble enough to be like, okay, he might not know. He might not fucking know he did this shit. But if I go attack the nigga right from the gun bust on some nigga shit, I might get some nigga shit back. Sometimes it's just, sometimes you just got to analyze. I tell people, man, to be a good cameraman and film director and all that, you got to see shit different. I'm able to see the different layers.
Okay.
So I know when, like, all right, this nigga did just say he just drunk something. All right, I got to remember that. Right, you know what I mean? Right. Like, so my actions won't be niggerish a lot of times. People be like, well, you got to realize a lot of people don't know what you know.
Right.
And if you believe you know some shit, because you can't be too wise on yourself, but you just got to be like, I know a little bit more about some shit than these people. That's cool. So let me, you know what I mean? And sometimes you know how far to take it, and sometimes you know when to pipe it down and let people be. I'm a type of guy, I let people be who you are.
Okay.
I'm not here I didn't wake up to figure out how to turn you around.
Okay.
But if I can open up some enlightenment that you might have in yourself, you might help me open up some shit in me that I don't know. I'm even that's sitting in my brain, and that's what I'm all for. You know what I mean? Learn. Right. I like experience, learn.
Well, that's why we got platforms like this platform. You know what I'm saying? Podcasts. I believe that everybody should have their own podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Whether it's audio or video,
right.
or whatever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because back then, remember, I think they still do that talk radio.
Yeah.
On the AM.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, my grandfather used to listen to talk radio all the time. And that was actually a podcast.
And that's crazy you say that. A lot of that shit, that's what I say, but look, we didn't know that because we couldn't see behind the scene. That's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't get to see the semantics of what really be going on. That's why I say I think these young kids, the youngins, they not getting a chance to experience. They got us working so hard, or people so caught up in the job fields. The kids ain't going to work with you, so they still don't even get to see what the fuck you doing back there to fall in love with what you even doing. And then we come home and sometimes like, I'm busting my ass for you, but they don't know about. They're not experiencing this shit.
Yeah.
And then the world moving so fast and making them have to and keep stepping it up like another level, like it's a video game. They think like they blowing past us, and they like, we don't know what to do.
Right. Because these young kids, they getting out here and they doing it. They peeping game. Oh, bam, that's what I got to do.
Yep.
And they execute it.
Yep.
We be like, okay, the right time. We got to make the right time. We're going to do this and that. They don't overplan.
They don't.
They go out there. They get it.
Yep.
They get it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So, you got shout outs to Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We still waiting for the detox and all that stuff. It's never, and there's no shot at Dre, but it's never a right time.
2 minutes.
We got 2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right, we're gonna go into the list.
Let's go into the list.
You know what I'm saying? So
the list is law. That's it. The list is law.
Yeah, I mean,
if you don't like the list, get out here and work. That list is law. That list is law. It's non-debatable. It's non-questionable. That list is law. Do you win? That's it.
Listen.
That's it.
You see yourself.
Get out here and keep going. No, hold on. Get out here and keep and do what you got to do. Get out here and keep doing what you got to do. Drop more. Listen, just because your man's in them and you spending time in the studio, spending all that money up, wasting the engineer time. Get out here and do what you gotta do.
Mm-hmm.
See, what it is that nobody never been brutally honest to artists. So when you go directly to an artist and say, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to do. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not holding your hand.
Right.
You should already know the information is right here. We got ChatGPT. They're going to tell you how to make a hit, what type of beats to choose, where you need to put your music at. It's right here, right here. You don't need nothing else. So that list is long. Y'all stay blessed and keep grinding.
Listen, man.
Much love.
Y'all heard it from my bro, man. And I can't do nothing but back him up, man. He said that motherfucker is law.
You win.
You feel me?
You win.
I'm rocking out, man. You know what I'm saying? And y'all hearing it right here from Rome, your favorite rapper on Entrepreneur Talk, man. Hey Jay, I appreciate you.
I'm gonna drop another list.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna drop another list.
Damn.
Listen, man.
And just know, y'all,
I just want y'all to turn up.
Yeah.
Just turn up, because y'all got it. I love Philly artists. Yeah. But we gotta stop holding y'all hands and y'all keep thinking that y'all boy, y'all that chick. Nah, no.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Before I go out, yo, listen, Aura Laura.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Aura Laura.
Yep.
Aura Laura.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Next up too, man.
Next up, man. Next up. And y'all gonna see a lot of her, man. You know what I'm saying? Yep. She already got an album out. What's your album?
It's called Why I Left You.
Why I Left You. It's beautiful, bro. It gives you that old, it restored the feeling, bro.
Shit.
Yes.
No, you listen. That shit already look, she painted a picture in my head. I'm already thinking like, what the fucking, like, what happened?
You know what I'm saying? so listen, y'all get out here, get on y'all grind. We live?
No, we ain't live.
Right, listen,
it's going right up.
Get out here, get on y'all grind, man. And y'all already know, everybody that know me, y'all know I fully support y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna be blunt with y'all. And if my stuff looking crazy, be brutally honest with me. Don't run up on me. But be brutally honest with me. You dig what I'm saying? But salute to all the artists. Salute to you, Rome.
I appreciate
you, man. You know what I'm saying?
Coming on the show,
and we gonna build.
Yo, that's
Aura Laura.
Yep.
Remember her.
Yep.
Aura Laura.
Yep.
Aura Laura.
Please remember her. Yo, listen, y'all gonna be seeing her real soon because I'm gonna have her on the show too.
Yes.
So you know, man, just know like she can stop in and tap in and let y'all know a little bit about what she got going on and all that good shit, man. So y'all listen, y'all know what I do on Entrepreneur Talk. We got Cuz in the building too. Like, listen, y'all gonna be seeing him too. Listen, like, y'all gonna be seeing him too. Like, you know what I mean? So like, listen. What?
Yo, give me that. That's Cuzzo. Listen, check this out, man. Y'all know I move by myself. If you don't see me, you're gonna definitely see Cuzzo. You know what I'm saying? He the man behind the master plan as well.
See what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And we move as a unit. When I'm not present, he present. When he's not present, I'm present. But we represent each other, the brand. You win.
No, I fuck with that, man. Heavy. Like I said, to all my Entrepreneur Talk Live community, man, we blessed, man. Y'all know I'm gonna keep the content rolling in, man. I'm gonna keep the dope interviews coming in. And like I say, Rome always in the building. And me and Jay got some shit coming. So let's know
that list is long.
Yeah, man.
That list is long. Rome, that list is long,
bro. And I'm telling y'all, because I ain't on it. So I know that motherfucker.
That shit long.
You feel me? You feel me?
Much love, y'all.
Much love, though, man. Salute. No, that's